Hi, it's been a while. This was an artwork I wanted to show. It took 3 days to make. I am starting with the skull. I was having a hard time with this.
I tried to stylize it, but that ended up not working in my favor. So I changed it to a semi-realistic skull. Well, kinda, I guess. I'm still learning anatomy if that wasn't already obvious. I think I have improved from when I first started out.
But that might just be me. This drawing is based off an OC I recently made. Her name is Poppy. Her story takes place in ancient times. She didn't have any parents because they died of disease. Her physical appearance was much different from others, so she was ostracized because of it. Being an orphan and someone who is different from others doesn't mix well, so they had a plan to get rid of her. She eventually learned of their plan and ran away, but she didn't want to spend her life running, so she summoned a demon.
She made a deal with the demon for a healthy, powerful body and a good life. The demon's curse on her was to make her constantly live and die, but the blessing he'd give to her was a fraction of his power. She would have to build that power by eating other monsters. She went back to the village and wiped it out, and she roamed the world with the demon till she tragically died at 20. The next time she opened her eyes, she was at a flowery field filled with poppies. She did not remember her name, only that she made a deal. When the demon asked what she'd like to be called, she said Poppy. She would repeat life from 20 to whatever age she died. Sometimes it would be long and sometimes it'd be short. She had lived over 250 lives before living in the 20th century.
During this time, she would go and kill monsters to gain their power. That way she could power not only herself up, but also the demon she took the powers from. Every time she would die, the demon would welcome her to the world again and watch by her side as she lived her life over and over again. She would only remember important details from her life, like basic academic skills, certain people, and certain positions she held in her past, etc. She loves making human friends and living life with them. She can see the different human souls around her, but she does not possess her own soul. The demon does. So she tries her best to make human connections.
One day she found a little kid at a potential crime scene, and so she just picked up the kid and said, "You're coming with me now." She could never become a mother in any of her lives, or at least from what she can remember, so she's happy about this. Unannounced to her, the child can see a shadow figure next to her. It looks like a goat man, but the child doesn't bother asking what it is. She makes the child aware of monsters in the world and shows him what the monsters are and how to defeat them. She works with a company that specializes in exterminating the monsters. Although she's more like a part-time because she's not fully human, she has a contract with them stating she'll help them kill monsters if they don't hurt her.
She fights by using her blood to create a weapon like an axe or a scythe. She can make a toxin out of pollen from flowers, and it can poison, but not kill monsters. She can also have certain ability to freeze monsters in place. Essentially, it is called authority. One of the powers that helps her not get cut in half by weapons is when she's running or doing a certain motion very fast. The body part that she is moving can turn into a bunch of flowers when hit by something and eventually regroup. She cannot heal once she is damaged, so she can die, but she'll just come back 1 to 2 years later. Once the monsters are dead, she can turn them into a pile of flowers. That's what gets rid of the blood splatter on her clothes. She can gain power by eating monsters, although the more monsters she kills and eats, the more flowers bloom on her body, sucking the life force from her. This is essentially a quicker way to die. That's all I really have about her side of the story. I'll most likely be further developing her story later.
For now, I'll just talk about the drawing process. This is a new shading style. Although the method of shading is similar to my last style, it uses different colors. Although I used a different method of shading for the eyes, so far I like it. I think the shading for the face matches her eyes. I like it, though this is only subjective. I'll probably change my style of shading as I grow and find my style. This drawing took so long to complete. Wait, what? What happened to my drawing? Guys, help. The drawing itself, whenever I download, it's fine, but the speed paint keeps messing up like this. I got it off my background. I replayed this and it's still doing this. I can't complete the video like this. I guess I'll save a speed paint video for another time. Thank you for watching so far. If you have any way to fix this, please let me know in the comments.